So with business apps, we include some materials that I think a lot of you probably aren't familiar with, and I'm going to be going over those in just a second. Inside the reseller dashboard, we have some files that you can download. One of them is this cold call script right here. And this cold calling script kind of gives you guys a better idea on how to make some sales, because I hear from a lot of you, more information on how to get a hold of businesses, how to make more sales with our white label program, and we're going to be taking a huge effort around here to really increase your chances of landing clients a lot more frequently. The first thing that you guys want to do is go into your reseller dashboard, and you can actually download these files straight from our marketing section. And I'll show you where to find those. So when you log in as a reseller, right front and center is a button called Sales and Marketing Help. You're going to go ahead and click that. And when you click it, you're going to be presented with a ton of information on how to sell mobile apps, from how much should you charge, top industries for selling mobile apps. We also include a PowerPoint for you guys to use. This PowerPoint is generally best used when you actually land a presentation with a business. You can bring this into the business, instruct them on how fast the mobile industry is growing, why they should go mobile, and just the benefits of creating a mobile app with your company. So definitely check out this PowerPoint. It's available for free to download. Also free to download are front-end website templates. For those of you who don't have a website yet or are just thinking about starting a mobile app company, we'll give you the tools to set up a page that includes your pricing and your features and your contact information, and just giving your mobile app company a really professional look. All this stuff is found in our sales and marketing section on our reseller dashboard. We also give you tips on how to pitch and service your clients. I'm going to quickly skip over those. Just general information on the main selling points. You guys should study this information if you guys are existing resellers. This will definitely help you guys understand the main benefits of a mobile app, and generally just the objections that you'll receive when presenting the mobile app to clients. But what I really wanted to show you guys today for our emphasis on the selling part of this program would be the marketing and sales materials that we have available. One would be this business app sales cycle document right here at the bottom. If you click that, you're going to be able to download a calling script that we actually use to this day at Business Apps. And the process that we acquire customers for is we cold call businesses. And I highly recommend your mobile app company to begin doing something similar. And I'm going to briefly outline how we cold call, how you guys can use this sort of strategy for your mobile app company and potentially land some new clients. So when you're cold calling, you want to have a strategy when initially calling. You don't want to have a script right off the bat that you just read from, but you want to have a general outline of what you're going to say, what's your reason for calling, and what you're trying to get accomplished. So the first part is definitely your introduction. What we usually do around here is I would call a business and introduce myself as, this is Andrew with Business Apps. I was wondering if I could speak with someone who is in charge of marketing at your business. That would be finding the decision maker. And doing this really introduces you to the person that you need to speak to, because with cold calling, one of the first things that you're going to see is there's a person that can make a decision and a person that can just waste your time. So make an introduction, find the decision maker, and then state your reason for calling. And your reason for calling is you're trying to help these businesses. So you can say things like, we have not spoken before, but I've been working with a ton of businesses in your industry and helping them acquire new clients and retain existing clients. Give them a reason for calling. I'm here to help you. I can bring you business and help keep your existing business. And that right there is definitely going to catch their attention. When you're cold calling, you really have a short period of time to really capture this person's attention and get what you want out of them. So when you're calling, the objective is definitely going to be the mobile app preview. With our platform, what you're able to do is create a preview so rapidly that you can essentially send out, 10 to 20 previews in a half day's work. So you're going to call, introduce yourself. You're going to call, find the decision maker, state your reason for calling. I'm calling because I want to speak to you about your current mobile marketing plan and just kind of get a feel for what you are doing and see if there's any way that my company can help your business market to your clients on a mobile level. And then you're going to ask questions. Definitely businesses, the way to move over to getting them to let you send an app preview is you need to find their pain point, and to do that, you need to ask questions. And when you're doing this sort of calling, moving back over to the cold calling script, we have this all outlined for you. Finding the decision maker, what you should say, how you should introduce yourself, stating your reason for calling, and then asking need-probing questions. So an idea for this would be, what kind of market is the business currently doing? What kind of marketing is helping the business? Are you currently involved in social media? And then you can tie those sort of questions into your mobile app pitch. You can tell them, hey, we can help bring you more Facebook fans. We can increase your Twitter followers. If they have a mailing list, we can help bring you more people signed up to your mailing list. If you have existing clients, we can help retain those with coupon systems and loyalty programs. You can help them communicate to their customers much more effectively with a mobile app. So you need to ask them questions, find out what they're doing, and then let them know what you can help them do better, and then what you can help them with that they're not doing at all. They're not marketing to their customers on a mobile level. Their customers are mobile and their business isn't mobile. And you need to tie those things in together, find where the need is, and then move towards your objective, which is the mobile app preview. So let's say, for example, I call someone, I have a great conversation with a restaurant owner. He says, yeah, we have a mailing list, we have a Facebook page, but no, we don't have any sort of mobile app. Right there, what you can do is say, you know what, I'm going to build some trust with you, and I'm going to go ahead and create an app preview for you so you can see what we can develop for you at an extremely low cost. And when you get someone to agree to a preview, in sales, this person is called an opportunity. So when that happens, what you can do is register them as an opportunity, keep track of them, and then follow up. And you're going to follow up with a preview through email. You're going to follow up with a phone call. Let them know how to adjust their mobile app, how you can customize it to their business, how you can include things that you may not have included first time around. You can customize it to their needs. And what that's going to allow you to do is include a setup fee because you're consulting with this business. You're providing value by being a mobile marketing expert. You are holding their hand and really helping them take their business into the mobile era. So just as a summary, you want to make an introduction. Find the decision maker. State the reason for calling. Ask questions. Your objective is to get them to agree to a mobile app preview, and then you're going to follow up. I can't stress how important following up is. So moving on, you just had a great call. You just had someone agree to a mobile app preview. Now what are you going to do? You're going to send them an email with your preview in it. And if we go back over to business apps, we also provide these sort of scripts. We provide preview email scripts. We have industry examples, lawyer follow-up scripts, lawyer call scripts, restaurant scripts, and these also have the emails that you should send, the things that you should say when you're calling the business, and everything in between. And keep an eye on this section because over at Business Apps, we have started an initiative to really improve your guys' sales training. So whether you're a sales expert or you are just starting out, we are going to beef up this sales section to really help ensure that you're successful under our white label program. Because building an app is great and everything, but it is not nearly as great as making your first app sale and getting some clients under your belt. So we're going to help you do that. And a great place to start is with these documents right here. So when the business is ready, they've said, yeah, send me over my preview. I would love to see what you have to offer. you can scroll back here and you can see what you should say. You should say, hey, it was a pleasure to speak with you today. I look forward to showing you a preview of your iPhone app we could develop for your business in the next couple of days. You don't have to send it immediately. You can give them a day. You can do it the same day. But you always want to follow up as soon as you make the call. Thank them for their time. Remind them what they're going to be receiving, and make the first contact through email. The next thing you're going to want to do is actually send them that preview. So when you do, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to thank them for their time. You're going to include something personal. For example, if it's a realtor, you're going to say, here's a screen capture of your mobile app. I included some of the homes that you currently have listed on your website. This could be a great way to potentially advertise these homes inside a mobile app and straight to your clients' mobile phones. If it's a church, it could be, hey, I included your podcast. Take a look at it. Your content has been inputted perfectly, just reflecting from your website, whether it's their Facebook page, podcast, events, just some sort of personalized touch. Making them feel like you took more than 5 minutes on their app is definitely going to go a long, long way. And then after you send them their personal touch, you're going to want to let them know how to get started, because they're going to see this preview and you don't want to give them the whole enchilada. The idea here is to land them as a client. So to do that, you need to kind of put them down a path to becoming your client. Initially, you give them a call. You introduce yourself. You get them on the phone. You are engaged in a conversation about the powers of mobile apps and how they can help grow their business. Then after that, you're going to thank them for their time, include a personal preview with some information on how this mobile app can benefit them, and then you're going to tell them how to get started. That's the next step. How to get started is usually something along the lines of, if you'd like to have this app finished, I could do so with a small down payment on the setup fee. My pricing is as follows. You can also attach their username and screenshot. For example, if you'd like to try out the platform, which allows you to send your push notes, check your download analytics, and adjust your app's content, here's your username and password. You can do so at any time and send that off. And whether or not you get a email back, you always want to follow up. One thing in sales is they say that it takes 5 to 6 points of contact to close a sale. So going into the sale with that mindset will ensure that you're much, much more successful. Don't be deterred if they don't respond to your email right away, or if they don't seem to move forward immediately. Follow up the next week and say, hey, I wanted to follow up on that mobile app. What was your thoughts? Did you see any areas in which I could improve the mobile app? How would you like it customized to your business? And really just listen to your needs. That's when I think a lot of their needs and pain points will come out, such as maybe even objections. It seems too expensive. If it seems too expensive, you can lower the cost. If they don't understand why they should have a mobile app, you should educate them that their customers are mobile and they definitely should be too. If they say, hey, I don't have an iPhone, you should say, well, you might not, but sure as heck a ton of your clients do. So with that, following up will allow you to have the client kind of open up to you and tell you kind of what's stopping them from moving forward. And when following up, I definitely recommend giving them a call. Giving them a call definitely is one of the most effective ways to moving sales forward. It's a personal touch. It helps build the relationship between you and your potential client, and it just kind of pulls a random point out of the day for them to let you know their thoughts and where they kind of stand on the mobile app. And just giving you an overview of how to close these sales, you really need to understand that more calls equals more opportunities equals more sales. So, for example, if you make 100 calls, you should expect to have between 10 to 20 opportunities. Opportunities are the people that have agreed to your preview app and have had shown interest in getting a mobile app through you. And the more opportunities you have, the more sales that you're going to get. And this all comes down to the more calls you make, the more opportunities you're going to have, the more sales you're going to close. And another piece of advice I would give you is track your leads. Your leads would be every person that you call, every opportunity that you create, and every sale that you close. There are programs out there, some expensive, some easy to use, some confusing, and some cheap. What we would recommend is Capsule CRM for tracking your leads. We use this at Business Apps. It's extremely affordable. It's only $10 a month. And what this is going to allow you to do is track who you've called, mark them as an opportunity. If they're an opportunity, you're going to want to schedule follow-ups. You're going to want to schedule emails, call follow-ups and email follow-ups. And a sales CRM, a customer relationship management tool, is going to allow you to do that. And I highly recommend Capsule, but there's several others out there. But this is a good place to start. You're going to want to look into a CRM if you're really looking to get serious with mobile app sales. Because half the battle really is making that sale. And making that sale requires some hustle. You need to make as many calls as possible, create as many opportunities as you can, and then from there you can expect to close a certain amount of sales. Not all of your opportunities, but definitely more than you were closing before you picked up the phone. You want to study objections and respond. You really need to understand the product that you're selling, what objections people will be having, and how to respond to those objections effectively. After this webinar, what I'm going to be doing is messaging everybody here with a survey asking, what are your main objectives? What is that roadblock that's preventing you from landing that first mobile app sale, or landing your 100th app sale? Whatever we can do to help improve your sales, we're going to be looking to do. And another thing that you want to do when engaging in sales is you always want to be helpful and provide value. You don't necessarily want to have the mindset of being a shark salesperson where you are going to close this person. You want to come to them and help them. You want to help their business grow. You want to help them attract new clients and retain existing clients. And the way that you're going to do that and provide value is through a mobile app. So you're here to help. You're here to listen to their needs. You're here to help improve their business and their existing marketing plan and add a new piece of their marketing plan that they currently don't have for their customers, which is a mobile app. And the main thing about closing sales 101 is follow up, and follow up. You should be aiming to follow up with people every single day. You need to build up what we call in sales a sales pipeline. You need to make calls today. Pick up the phone, start dialing people, get people interested in your product. The people that are interested in, follow up with them and stay on track with them. You don't want to badger them, but you definitely want to let them know that you're here and you're here to help them grow their business. So just to summarize your sales objectives as a mobile app developer, your main objective is to help small businesses grow. You want to have that mindset where you're here to help. You also need to become a mobile marketing expert. Small businesses are going to want to work with you because you are experienced with the mobile marketplace. You know the ins and outs of mobile apps. This is a new arena that they're not familiar with, and you're here to be their usher into this new arena of marketing that they don't understand and their competitors don't understand. You're here to be the person that's going to help bring their business ahead of their competition. You're going to help them stand out, and you're going to hold their hand through this process of taking their business mobile. So you're going to become a mobile marketing expert. What I would also recommend to do is, if you really want to create a mobile app company, is you need to try to make at least 50 calls a day. I know it sounds like a tall task. Everybody has stuff to do during the day. And if you have existing clients, that's at times it may sound crazy. But making 50 calls a day will quickly build up your sales pipeline. Every single day you'll be getting more and more opportunities for potential sales, and every day that'll lead closer to sales pouring in. The more opportunities you have, the more sales you make, and it all starts with picking up the phone and calling people. This is what you call in business dialing for dollars. So if you want to become a really successful mobile app developer, I would definitely recommend to try and make 50 calls a day. You can start small, start with 10, start with 20, move up to 30, and then 50. We have people at our company that regularly do over 100 calls a day and love doing it. So if you're motivated enough, that should be a piece of cake. Another objective for you, which I just went over, is build beautiful applications. Learn how to use the platform in and out. Learn how to create an app that looks like it took a full team to develop. It took a graphic designer, an iPhone developer, an Android developer. It took a whole team to make this mobile app. What that's going to do is make the sale that much easier. You're going to be able to increase your price tag, and it's going to make you appear like a professional mobile app developer. And finally, you're definitely going to want to follow up. Follow up with these businesses as much as you can. You want to create a process that you make a call, you follow up in a week or 3 days, and you do that with every single opportunity or person that you talk with. And just going over the script again briefly, we outline all these things. We have a direct sales cycle. Initial call. Ask some need probing questions. Send them that preview. Follow up with a thank you call after the email. Follow up with screenshots. Make a preview of their app. Send them an email. And then follow up with a phone call. Let them know what did you think of my mobile app? Would you like to potentially move forward? What would it take? Would it take a discount on my pricing? Would it take a little more customization? Let me find out your needs and I will accommodate them. And once they become a sale, you always want to keep up with customer service. Let them know that you're here to help. Once you've made the sale and they're happy, you can ask the sale for a referral to another customer. Give them a call and say, hey, I just want to touch base. How's your mobile app going? Do you have any questions for me? And if you have anybody else that's interested in a mobile app, I'd be happy to help them out and maybe even give you a small referral fee for doing so. And even after 30 days, stay in touch. This is the part called client retention. You want to let them know that part of their monthly fees with your mobile app company pay for just the mobile app. It pays for your help and your service and your updates and upgrades to this mobile app. And going through the script, we have a cold calling toolbox in which it goes through a script that we use regularly at this company and has been proven to really close these mobile apps. We have scripts. If you get a voicemail, that's okay too. Leaving voicemails have definitely led to sales over here. So we have that script. We have sample thank you emails, client objective list. We are going to be building this over time with your help, your objections. We're going to get all of those answered. And then we have a small little idea on how to track your sales calls. How many dials did you make? How many completed calls did you have? This would be people that you have talked to compared to dials, which would be dials and voicemails. Previews given, which would be your opportunities, and how many sales did that convert to. So you can get down to a point where you can see how much return you are seeing on your phone calls. Whether it's effective or not effective, you'll find ways to improve your phone calls and make your sales process even better. So I think that's going to be the end of our webinar today. I want to thank you guys for your time, and just so you know, this next Tuesday I'm going to have a webinar specifically for resellers. So if you guys want to learn more about the sales process, how to use Capsule, CRM, how to cold call these businesses, we will be going over all that for you to essentially help you guys really become successful under our white label program, because we really do believe that, you know, your success is our company's success. So anything that we can do to help, we're going to absolutely do. We're also going to be working on things like pamphlets. We're going to be working on things like direct mailers and a ton of other things. If you guys have any questions in the meantime, make sure to check out our help desk. We have over 300 tutorial articles on how to use the Premium Builder, how to use Photoshop and every tab and every feature in between. We also have video tutorials available. These will all be uploaded. This webinar is recorded as well, so I'll be sending this out later tonight. And if you have any other emails, feel free to shoot us an email at support@businessapps.com. And again, it's a pleasure as always. I really, really appreciate every single one of you taking the time to sit in on these webinars with us, and I hope to see you guys next week. Thanks.